Thank you so much for 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's amazing, and I'm super grateful. To celebrate, I'm going to be answering 100 questions that you guys have asked me over my various social media platforms. If you get to the end of this video and there are any questions that I haven't answered, or you want me to go into more detail, I stream pretty much every day in the evenings PST at twitch.tv/Keeoh, and I'm more than happy to answer any more questions that you might have. Or if you just want to hang out, I'd love to see you there. Also, if you are new to the channel, or you've seen some of my other videos and you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. With all that said, let's jump into the first question. Question 1, how did you get the name Keeoh? So my original name on Twitch was Keeoh3. It's actually pronounced Keeoh, K-E-O-3. Keeoh means Joey in Hawaiian, and my grandparents are from Hawaii, and they gave me that name growing up and stuff. So I kind of just adapted that, dropped the 3, changed it to Keeoh, and here we are. What got you into streaming? So I had a pretty bad computer, and I played a game called Overwatch, and I told myself, okay, if I could get Grandmaster, which is the highest rank in Overwatch, then I would buy myself a nice computer and try streaming and see where it goes. How long have you been streaming? So I hit Grandmaster in Overwatch in April-ish of 2017, so I've been streaming since April of 2017. How did you learn to backflip? This is a good question. So if you don't know, I do a backflip in real life every time I get a new subscriber on Twitch. The reason I do backflips is because I was a springboard diver for about 10 years, and I actually ended up winning 3 national championships for the 3-meter springboard event. So it was a really big part of my life. If you weren't making Valorant content, what game would you choose to make content on? Well, before Valorant came out, I was playing Fortnite full-time, and I had been doing that for about 1.5 to 2 years. And I wasn't really enjoying it, and I'm super stoked that Valorant's out now. I probably would have made a transition into either like Minecraft or IRL variety, or just trying a bunch of different games like, you know, RuneScape or League. How do you get over the fear of solo queuing? Really, you just gotta queue. You gotta keep going for it, and hopefully you get some good teammates, and eventually you will, and you kind of learn how to have fun with it. That's how I did it. How did you get signed to Cloud9? So I actually made a Reddit post applying to be the 4th member of the TSM Fortnite roster. And while the Reddit post is specifically targeting TSM, the entire video and post was basically a giant ad for myself. And it blew up on Reddit. It was actually pretty crazy because I posted it while I was at the beach, and then I put my phone down, and an hour later I was like, holy crap, this has 1,000 upvotes. I need to go start streaming right now. And basically by the end of, you know, the week, I had a bunch of different offers from esports organizations from a ton of different areas, and I ended up going with Cloud9. They offered me a spot as a professional Fortnite player, and I said, nope, I would like to be a content creator though, if you'll have me. And they were like, yeah, that sounds great. And I don't think either of us have regretted that decision whatsoever. How long have you been with Cloud9? I signed with them in August of 2018. So I've been with them for almost 2.5 years now. Who are some of your inspirations in content creation? All right, there's a lot, so I'm gonna go really fast. Tim Shroud, Jordan Fisher, Lupo, Ninja, Bodhi, and 2 other ones that are kind of random, but Mark Rober and Yes Theory are both massive inspirations. So there you go. How tall are you? I'm 5'9".
Keeoh's the homie. I love Keeoh. I met him in person at Anaheim. He's the GOAT. He's like 5'4" though.
Did you go to college? Yes, but I did not finish college. I went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo as a computer science major for my freshman year, and I did not return. I ended up taking time off to pursue streaming. That time off ended up, you know, turning into me dropping out and paying it all off, and I have absolutely no regrets and no plans to go back. What was the most pivotal moment in your career? So this was right after my freshman year of college. I had just talked to my parents and said, okay, I don't want to get an internship. I want to try full-time streaming and see if I can make something work of this, because I'm just not enjoying school right now. And they said, okay, we support you. We're gonna let you do this. We'll try it out. And right as I was getting everything going, the graphics card in my computer broke, and I could not stream, and I was out of money completely. And I went to my dad in tears, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I have to go get a job, I guess. I'm just at a loss. And within minutes, my dad had gone online and bought me an early birthday present and said, no, you're gonna try this. You have a passion for this. You have a gift for this, and I believe in you. And I was obviously crying and stuff, but he told me that he believed in me, and I started my stream up eventually, you know, later that week. And within that week, I got hosted by Tim the Tatman for 20,000 viewers. Hey, look, Mr. Dude. What? Hold up, I gotta focus. Oh my gosh! What is happening? And that just absolutely jump-started that summer of 2018. So that was by far the most pivotal moment in my career. So I'm very grateful for my parents in supporting me, and specifically thankful for my dad believing in me when he knew so little about streaming. What is the best tip for ranking up in Valorant? Communication. As long as you're communicating with your team, that is going to be the most important thing over everything. What was your original Valorant placement? I trolled a lot in the beta and I placed silver 2. How long did it take you to hit Immortal? I hit Immortal at the end of the beta. So just like literally at the very last day of the beta. I was diamond for most of the season and I hit Immortal at the end of beta. Do you edit your own videos? Yes and no. I have an editor. His name is Aves. The link to his Twitter or whatever is going to be in the description below. I edit a lot of the Killjoy montages and stuff, and then he edits videos where he's like basically cutting down VODs and stuff and amplifying stuff. He's a really great editor, and I would definitely not be where I am today without him. So if you want to go support him, drop him a follow on Twitter or YouTube. That'd be awesome. Who is your favorite streamer? Okay, this is a tough one because there are a ton of amazing streamers out there, but it's gotta be Dr. Lupo. He has just the most amazing content, and what he has done, turning his platform into a just wave of being able to support charities around the world is so inspirational and so cool. So it's gotta be Dr. Lupo. What got you into diving? So I had been swimming for about 6 years with my brother, and he stopped swimming and started playing water polo, and water polo was a little rough for me. So I was like, hey, I liked watching diving on the Olympics, so let's go try it out. And later that day, my mom had found a class that I went to. So, and 10 years happened somehow. How was diving as a sport? Diving was great. It was very unique though, as if you play like baseball or basketball, you don't really have to face fear besides like performance anxiety. And in diving, you have to face fear every day. Like doing different dives was very scary, and you kind of learn a lot about yourself and what you're capable of. So I'm super thankful for diving, but it was really like challenging at times, but it taught me a lot. Was peace ever an option? Peace was never an option. Do you have merch? Yes, I do. I'm wearing it right now, actually. That's convenient. Wow, you can pick up your merch at Keeoh.com. We only have a limited supply of these shirts left, but they're really awesome. Everyone that has them loves them. Do you plan on expanding your merch line soon? Yes, but I do not have a timeline for any of that. In the long run, I want to make more like minimalistic and inspirational merch, very similar to what Yes Theory does with their Seek Discomfort line. I absolutely love that and would love to do something like that in the future. Favorite things to do outside of streaming? When it's not COVID season, I'm generally at the beach or at the rock climbing gym, but I haven't really been able to do either of those a ton recently. What is your Twitch logo? So the Twitch icon logo that I have, or it's the one right here actually on my shirt, but basically it's a little seal that's waving. It's cool. Why seals? I don't really have an answer to this question. I just got partnered on Twitch and I was trying to figure out what do I want to be like my stream mascot and stuff for all my emotes. And then I was just thinking about it. And then just out of nowhere, I was like, baby harp seals. They're the most adorable little creatures ever. And I have no regrets. Absolutely no regrets. What is your earliest memory? This is kind of weird, but my first memory is actually a dream of a football game. And it was in this room. And then I went downstairs, not in the dream, I woke up, I went downstairs, and then my dad made pineapple pancakes. That is the earliest memory I have. Are you a good cook? I'm a fantastic cook. Oh, that is so burnt. Is Killjoy good at high ranks? Honestly, tier lists don't matter like at all, unless you're playing at like high tier scrims against pro teams. Every agent's good if you're comfortable with them. How do you play if nobody picks smokes? Generally, I'll dodge a game if nobody's playing smokes just because it's really hard to play without smokes. But if they don't pick, then you basically just have to rush every single site that you take and just take fast and clear everything quickly. There's no other way around it. Why do you not play Cypher? I tried playing Cypher in the beta, and I just really did not like his playstyle. For whatever reason, I'm just very bad with Cypher, and I don't really have a desire to get better at him. Is Killjoy better than Cypher? I think for online ranked, in every map besides Split, Killjoy is better than Cypher. In terms of high tier pro level gameplay, I think Cypher's better. What was the first game you played? I don't remember exactly what the first game was, but it was either Super Mario 64 or Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64. Favorite childhood game? Growing up, I played a lot of RuneScape, and that taught me so many things that it's just a beautiful game. If you played RuneScape growing up, you know exactly what I'm talking about. What other games did you play growing up? I played a lot of Smash Bros, Modern Warfare 2, Halo 4, Halo Reach, Halo 5, basically all the Halos. And then on the computer, I didn't get into FPS games until I got Overwatch, but before that I played like RuneScape and Club Penguin, all those fun games. Who are some of your favorite music artists? Out of a bunch, so I'm gonna go fast. John Bellion, AJR, Coin, Hone, Joji, 21 Pilots, and a bunch of other ones. If you want to ask me, just come to stream sometime. When are you getting your tattoo? For some of you that don't know, I had a sub goal back in May, I think, where basically I had to hit 2,000 subs and I would get a tattoo of the Air Nation symbol from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And I've been waiting to do that just until COVID's over because I want to make a vlog out of the whole thing and just kind of make it a fun experience, but I don't want to do that while social distancing and stuff. So I'm just waiting for kind of COVID to pass or where I don't have to social distance while, you know, getting a tattoo done. Do you shower naked? Favorite thing about streaming / content creation? It's definitely gotta be the people. The fact that I get to make a positive impact on people around the world from my house is amazing. What would you be doing if you never got into streaming? Well, I would probably still be in school at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. I definitely wouldn't be computer science major still just because I did not like calculus. So probably would have gone into marketing, probably looking somewhere in social media management or like some type of marketing job right now, yeah. Kind of boring. When did you realize you wanted to be a content creator? I guess I never really made the distinction that I wanted to do it. I just kind of started streaming to try it out and then I just did it. Did you feel pressured to be more of a content creator when you got signed with C9? I actually didn't feel too much pressure once I got signed. I was more like super excited that I get to be a part of something so, you know, big and grand as Cloud9 that I didn't really think of it as pressure. I was more like, okay, I want to work hard so that I can prove myself to this organization and that they, you know, chose me to pick me up. All right, the next 20 questions or so, we're just gonna go rapid fire, super fast. Here we go. Are you single? Yup. Beach or mountains? Both. How old are you? I am 22. Favorite fast food place? Chick-fil-A. Favorite meal? Breakfast. Where are you from? I'm from Southern California. What is your least favorite agent in Valorant? Cypher or Skye? Do you play any instruments? Guitar, piano, ukulele, drums, and I dabble on the cajon. Are you safe from COVID? Yes. I barely leave my house. Dogs or cats? Dogs. By far. Do you pay your mods? Unpaid interns, baby. Would you bang Killjoy? Premaritally? Can you read Fox and Socks without fail? Yeah, I'm dyslexic. I can barely read, so no. What is your game of the year? It's gotta be Valorant. Valorant's just so much more fun than Fortnite. What is your favorite juice to drink? Guava juice. Where do stonks go? Up. Favorite TV shows? Top 3 are The Office, Parks and Rec, and Arrested Development. Surfing or skimboarding? Skimboarding. Will you marry me? Jeez, take me to dinner first. Oh my gosh. Waffles or pancakes? Pancakes. All right, that was it for rapid fire. Let's get back to the questions though. Is content creation your full-time job? Yes, I have been full-time for about 2.5 years now. When did you start doing YouTube? I started when I started streaming, but I never really took it seriously until about 6 months ago. Is it too late to become a content creator? It's never too late to become a content creator, but I'd highly recommend pursuing it as a hobby before making any full-time changes. What advice do you have for aspiring creators? Have fun, be yourself, and get creative. What do you wish you knew when you started content creation? I definitely wish I started putting more effort into YouTube, TikTok, Instagram a lot earlier than I did. If you're a content creator and you're not putting time into other social media platforms outside of the platform you're streaming on, you are missing out on opportunities. I have 0 viewers, what can I do to promote myself? Generally, making unique or searchable content is the best way to grow, but also I have a content promotion section in my Discord, so if you are a content creator and you want to promote your content, I have a spot for you to do that in my community. How can I get into Cloud9? I would never recommend trying to grind for one specific esports organization. There are a lot of great organizations out there, and I would recommend working on your content first, and then an esports organization is something that'll come much later. When your content is good, the esports organizations will reach out to you. Question 69. Nice. What is the best thing you've done that has resulted in growth on your YouTube channel? I think the best thing that we did, because I tried a lot of different things in the last 6 months, was making searchable content. So specifically, Killjoy guides is how a lot of you guys have found my channel. On a scale of 1 to 10, how painful was playing Skye only to Immortal? At least an 8, and probably a 9 for my editor, because he had to scrub through like 4 days of VODs. How do you handle toxic teammates? Most toxic teammates are just having a bad day, so the more effort you put into being positive, the more likely that they're gonna receive that. Are you going to try to get Immortal on every agent? I don't know if I'm gonna try it with every agent, but I have a bunch of different series ideas that I wanna try out, so we'll see. What is the best agent to play? Honestly, just playing whatever agent you're comfortable with is the best idea. Unless you're like mechanically better than everybody else in the lobby, play Jett or Reyna, then you'll rank up quick. What is Killjoy's worst map? Honestly, don't think she has very many bad maps anymore, especially with the recent changes to Icebox. But I'd still say Icebox is her worst map. Do you think Killjoy is in a good place right now? Absolutely. I think she is very balanced right now. She's not too overpowered. She's not underpowered. I feel like I always have options. She's really good right now. What is your biggest fear? Loneliness and snakes. How many hours do you have in Overwatch? About 1,500 hours. Would you ever think of switching to any other game besides Valorant? I absolutely love Valorant right now, but if I was gonna switch it up, I'd do a bunch of other different games like Minecraft or something, just have fun. Will you ever get ducks again? If you guys don't know, I adopted ducks and we raised them up and then we released them to a very awesome place. They live on their own private island. I don't think I'd ever do it again because ducks poop a ton. If they didn't poop, they would be amazing and we would have kept them. Will you ever play Warzone? If that's something you guys like to see, maybe. I generally don't love BRs despite playing Fortnite for like 2 years. I don't really like the BR genre. Did you get actual mounting hardware for the lights? Those lights, yes. Kind of. I got some command hooks and just slapped it up there, but they were for posters, so I have no idea if it's gonna fall off at any point. But I think it keeps me on my toes. What is your hair routine? So I wake up, I take a shower, I get out of the shower, I put some hair gel in my hair, and then I go. If you could make your own Valorant agent, who/what would it be? I've said this a couple times, I really want an agent to just be able to slightly wall climb. Not a ton, not to where it's overpowered, but just enough, enough, okay? How do you stay so positive? It takes a lot more energy to be negative, so once you train your brain to just be more positive in situations, it's way more fun. What kind of secret society would you start? I have no idea what this means, but we would have a very cool handshake, and that's all I know. Why did you stop playing Fortnite? With the release of Chapter 2 and skill-based matchmaking, I just kind of lost interest. It wasn't fun. Everything felt like it had been done. I didn't feel like I could do anything that hadn't been done already. Is Fortnite dead? I don't think it is. Personally, I don't really watch much Fortnite content anymore besides keeping up with my friends, but if you still play it, you can enjoy it. I don't think there's any problem with that. What is your future plan with streaming? I'm really open to a lot of things. I don't really know exactly where this journey is taking me, but I'm enjoying it so far and we're just kind of riding it out. What made you pick Killjoy to be your main in Valorant? So Act 2 started and Killjoy had just came out and I wanted to try out the new agent for content, and basically I just really enjoyed messing around with all the different spots I could put her stuff and kind of catch people off guard, and I just never stopped playing her. Who would you main if Killjoy wasn't in the game? So before Killjoy came out, I played Reyna, and before Reyna came out, I played Jett. I didn't really like identify with any of those characters, just it didn't seem like super fun. With Killjoy, I get to like outplay people in really, really different ways. And I can't do that on those characters, so I don't know. It'd probably be something like super off meta, like Breach or something. Would you ever want to play in tournaments? Probably not. I feel like if I started competing, I just wouldn't enjoy the game. Right now, it's a lot of fun to me, just doing lots of different challenges and stuff, and I think if I competed, it wouldn't be fun. What server do you play on? I play on NA West. What do you do to warm up? I go to the practice range and I start hard mode until I hit about 20 to 25 consistently, and then I just hop into ranked. Doesn't take me more than like 2 minutes normally. Does Aimlabs or Kovaaks work? This is super situational. It can work. I don't use Aimlabs or Kovaaks. I think the best thing that Aimlabs does is helping you get used to holding a mouse. So if you're new to FPS games, I'd recommend Aimlabs. If you're not, just playing the game is better. Do you think the ranking system needs a change? Yes, they need to add a number, just some sort of number to the system so we can see, okay, how close am I to the next rank? Besides, okay, I'm 16 arrows up and I haven't ranked up. What is happening? That's confusing. I don't like that. Why is Boom Boom legal? Where's my stick? I lost my Boom Boom stick. Whoa! It really shouldn't be. If you could live somewhere for the rest of your life, where would it be? So I've lived in Southern California my whole life, and I honestly really enjoy it. So I'd probably pick somewhere around Southern California. Will you ever make IRL content? I would love to make IRL content. The problem is just like right now with COVID, I can't really get out and do too much, but as soon as everything starts opening up, I would love to make more content. And the final question, question 100, I'll save this one for last for you guys that have stayed and watched this entire video, is will there be more speedrun series? Short answer, yes, there definitely will be more speedrun series. I have a ton of new series planned out. The next one, just to give you guys that made it this far in the video a little sneak peek, is going to be something that we're doing with other content creators called a Race to Immortal. We're not sure exactly how it's going to look or all the details yet, but there's a little leak for you guys that made it this far. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content and you are new, please consider subscribing or checking out my Twitch stream. Thank you all so much again for 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm just at a loss for words. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.